Hello there, dear Spellweaver community, and welcome back to another tournament that I'm about to play today. And it's of course another free roll, level 19. The registration isn't open yet, but you know, I just thought like I'd make the deck tag right away, so we got that out of the way. So, as you can see on the top left and in the thumbnail and in the video title, I'm gonna play a deck that I made myself, and I don't think I've ever seen that so far. Probably there are some players who played it before, but I don't think I've ever seen it in the Masters. There probably is, I just didn't pay attention. And it's Vampires, and it utilizes Coronas, even though I actually thought about maybe Despina would also be a good thing. I tested the deck today, and I played 2 games against the same guy, because I just made a friendly game. And the guy played Nature. I won the first one easily, and the second one I actually won with 2 conditions. I reached 40 life, and yeah, I diminished his health points to 0. So against Nature, we are pretty good. And gotta say, the deck is a lot of fun, because it utilizes one card that I'm just an absolute big fan lately. There are 2 actually. The first one is Chalice of Youngs, obviously, and the second one is Vampirism. And this one utilizes Vampirism. I could also think about like using Chalice of Youngs, but it doesn't make too much sense in this deck. So, we play with Coronas, the Blood Reaper. And his ability is he can summon a Soul Raven. We have to sacrifice 2 life, and then we summon a Soul Raven onto the field. And if the enemy hero was dealt damage in this turn, the Soul Raven is usually a 1/1 flying lifebound. And if we dealt damage to the enemy hero in the turn that we summoned, or after we summoned him, then it's a 2/2. He can't gain more than 1 Might Emblem, sadly, though he got a little bit of a nerf there. Then we have 2 Vampiric Ashes, basically just as a blocker. And it's a vampire, so of course it's in there. Can't attack, and if we pay 2 mana, the Vampiric Ashes gets +2 attack, -2 HP until end of turn, and it can attack this turn. And if you have like 4 mana, you can do this twice on a Vampiric Ashes. So it's basically a 1/4 at this turn, which is pretty cool. Then we have 2 times Assassinate, which is just gets rid of threats early on. 2 times Moon Priestess, because I just love this card, and it's awesome to have, because you don't have to pay anything, you just have to make her sleep. She can't even attack on the support line, so just make her sleep, and you have +1 mana this turn, which is pretty helpful. We have 2, We have 2? We have 3 Shadowstep Assassins, which is deadly, 2/1, 3 speed, pretty good card, and yeah, just deals with early aggression, and sometimes late game, because it's deadly and it just kills everything if it isn't range. 2 times Power Surge, which gives us an empty mana crystal upon usage. And if we have 7 or more and use this card, then we can also draw a card. 4 times Brinna the Nightshade. She's a vampire and she's awesome. It's pretty, not really costly. It's pretty good actually. It's 1 aspect, 3 mana. It's a 3/2. And we can play Brinna under an enemy creature with SP, and when the speed of it is lower or equal to Brinna's speed, then we can play this under it. And in the next turn, yeah, at the start of your turn, if Brinna is under a creature, destroy that creature and return Brinna onto the field, which is pretty awesome. And if we have 2 Dominion aspects and 1 random aspect, Brinna gets +1 attack, +1 HP, and +2 speed. So it's a 4 speed with a 4/3 with 4 speed, which is pretty awesome. Love that card. Then we have the Bloodborne Prince. 3 times in this deck. Lifebound. Sacrifice another creature you control, put a Might Emblem on Bloodborne Prince. Usually what I did so far is, if I had like 2 Shadowstep Assassins out there, or 1, I just sacrificed it to make this guy a 4/2 with 2 speed. And you know, since we utilize vampires and he's Lifebound, it's freaking awesome. And we don't really need this, because 2 damage with Lifebound is better than 1 damage with no Lifebound. 2 times Phasean Mercenary. When you sacrifice Phasean Mercenary, draw a card. So we can basically use the Bloodborne Prince ability for him. Even though he's pretty good, he's a 2/2, 2 speed. And not really costly. It's 2 aspects, 1 mana, it's pretty good. Then 4 times Vampirism, 1 star of this deck, definitely. Vampires you control get +1 attack and are lifebound. At the start of your turn, creatures you control become vampires until end of turn. And since we usually only use vampires, that's pretty awesome. And what I also realized, by the way, is that those stack. So if you have 2 vampirisms out there, then each vampire or each creature gets +2 attack. And if you have 4 out there, of course they are +4, which is insane and I love it. Then we have 4 times Bloodseeking Mutant, definitely a star of this deck. When Bloodseeking Mutant enters the field, put a weakness emblem on a non-vampire creature. Whenever a creature with a weakness emblem dies, put a Might Emblem on Bloodseeking Mutant if it doesn't have a Might Emblem. So also only one might emblem for him. For him. Sadly, but gotta deal with it. Then we have 2 times Otriska Province Overseer. I've never seen this card being played, but it's actually pretty good. It's 2 aspect, 4 mana, 5/5 with 2 speed. It's flying and deadly. And as an additional cost to play Otriska, sacrifice a creature. Not too big of a threat right there. It's a Manticore. First time I see that in this game, actually. And if we have 2 Dominion and 2 random aspects and pay 2 mana, then Otriska is ranged until end of turn. And ranged, flying, deadly is not only a mouthful, but pretty awesome. Then we have 2 times Helm of Dominion if the enemy plays something that intervenes with our strategy. Actually, also sacrifice. Actually, also gave me 1 win. Because I had like 2 creatures out there, just had to get 1 or 2 beats in. And then he played like the Puppy, which is deadly against creatures of evil. And I just put Helm of Dominion on him, and then I could just swing in for beats and won that game. Yeah, we can attach this to an enemy creature, and you control this creature as long as Helm of Dominion remains attached to it at the start of its controller's turn. Put a weakness emblem on it. So it gets weaker over time, but I guess we can deal with that. And of course, 2 times if you run Dominion, you just run this card. 2 times Cataclysm. 6 mana, 2 aspects is way too much, but justified, definitely. Considering how often it has been played and how often people still play this. Then we have 2 times Scatador's Bitching. We can choose one at the end of your turn, gain life equal to half of your empty mana crystals rounded down, which is the thing that most people do. Or at the end of the enemy hero's turn, that hero loses life equal to half of his or her empty mana crystals rounded down. Both make sense, but since you have more control over the first one, that's what I also usually go for. And then we have 4 times Lord Karthus the Death Speaker, who's also a vampire. When Lord Karthus enters the field, destroy an enemy creature with 4 attack or less. And when Lord Karthus destroys a creature, gain 2 life. It's a 4/4 2 speed with who's pretty costly actually, 4 mana and 4 aspects, but since it's a legendary and a pretty cool card overall that deals with big threats, it's justified and a pretty good card. And of course, since it's mono Dominion, we only run Dominion Shrines, so we are never out of that, hopefully. And 2, Cathedral of the Night, because Vampiric Touch puts a weakness emblem on a creature and you gain 2 life. Basically, we can use this and then the Bloodseeking Mutant, and then a 2/2 creature is dead, and we have a buffed Bloodseeking Mutant, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, so far that deck worked twice against nature, against the same guy, but we'll see how it goes in the free roll level 19. But yeah, that's the deck tech. That's the deck we are gonna play today in this tournament. So I'm actually hyped. I think it's gonna work out. So yeah, I'm gonna see you when the tournament is about to start. Well, folks, as you can see, the tournament got cancelled. So what are we gonna do exactly? We're just gonna make ranked games. And I gotta say, I made 3 practice games, friendly games today. You know, I told you about 2 that I won, and I just played 1 again, another friendly one, and I actually won that via live bound again. So, you know, in friendly games, that deck is pretty legit. So let's put it to the test and see how it fares in ranked. So our current rating is 979, and damn, you're fine. And we are ranked 464 with 24 wins and 39 losses. So let's rank up, pun intended, our wins, hopefully. So yeah, by the way, the deck, the last game that I won via Livebound, you know, it's just amazing. You just have something to counter everything. It's really awesome. And it's fun throughout the whole game. So it's not too bad. But we'll draw. Somehow I always draw Karthus first turn. It's really weird. It's a little bit better. It's a little bit loud as well. Hit the Power Surge. You know what? Why the hell not, right? Why wouldn't we Power Surge? Can get Prinha out next turn. That's pretty awesome. If he plays something, that is. And if he doesn't, I think I'm gonna play the Bloodborne Prince. Because that guy, surprisingly, in that deck, that guy is pretty good. Another Brenha. Let's go for it. Let's go with the Prince. And then Vampirism next turn. That's pretty fast, gotta say. That's what she said. Well, aren't you just a nice, awesome dude? Alright, God damn it. I ain't even mad, though. We could touch him to get damage. But nah. Let's just make 2 damage. Get a little bit of life back. And he plays Order Wisdom. So he probably has more of Holy Radiance in his deck, I'm pretty sure. But that means he also has a lot of stuff to deny our aggression with that Holy Radiance. Not too bad. But we have 2 vampirism, so we could play another one and buff our vampires twice, which would be awesome. But we'll see about that. Not too hyped to actually put Prinha under her, but I might do that. Thankfully. We get another shrine, that's okay. Play that under this. Alright. Actually, I think, yeah, we only need one more aspect to make her a 4/3 with 4 speed, which is awesome. I think, by the way, he can kill this. And if he can, then just Prinha doesn't get played. Which would be a little bit sad, but I don't think he does that. Also, we can touch this thing to just attack right away. There's so much things we can do with this deck. It's awesome. Fun thing, though. We just go up 1 aspect, and then we have a 4/4. There we go. Got a little bit of life with this. Oh, we can't attack yet. Ah, never mind. But hey, Holy Radiance doesn't matter now. Unless he has something swift, which I doubt. And I hope I'm right about that. The removals are real. Yup. Okay. Alright. So that's 2 Holy Radiance down. Yep. What's with the Word of Grace? That thing got nerfed, but it's still like a little bit insane, isn't it? Looks like heal million without her million. Somehow at this point. Damn it. He got rid of my toys. But he doesn't play anything, which is kind of weird. It's the next vampirism. Alright then. A man gotta do what a man has gotta do, right? Let's just play Prinha like this. Why not? These are my aggressions. Ah, fuck it. What is this, like, pacify? Like, I don't even know. Just attack, for fuck's sake, dude. It's just removal all the time. And he's not even milling. Ooh. Well, that's fun. I want to get rid of... Fuck it, I'm gonna play this. With the Wisdom Order one, is that... Does that count as one Wisdom? Not sure. Looked like 1 card to me. You know, good thing is we got rid of most of his freaking... he's gonna stupefy. We got rid of most of his removal spells, which is kind of nice. And now he gets all the holy radiance and that bullshit back, and probably the Ray of Righteousness, so he can deal with that right away. Still lifebound though, thanks to these 2 beautiful things. Ooh, boy! Now we are hitting the big cards. Alright, deal with that. Deal with that. And then hopefully deal with that. I fucking hate this guy. Giddy Goat. If you ever play against this guy, give him a kiss. Oh, that's... yeah. That's life bound. Basically. Pay 1 mana to gain 2 life. He's gonna do that, isn't he? Oh no, Might Emblems, alright. But still, that guy deals 6 damage, just wanted to let you know. Yeah, I get the Pacify and all of that bullshit back. God, that's a pain playing against that. But he goes for Might Emblems, which is interesting. Just sucks that I got rid of Scatterdoor's Bidding, because at this point, we could kind of get that. That's a sight for sore eyes. Let's put that shit on him. Pacify. Oh no, he doesn't have mana. Bam, son. There we go. Alright. That's also the good thing about Coronas. That's why we can play with Coronas, because we get life back with our vampires, and then we can summon these guys to get life back even further. Ah, yeah, that removes... ah, yeah, it also removes that thing from him. Well, that would be awesome, would be actually also funny, but nah. That deals with that. Dealing with that. Alright. It's ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. Don't. So we only need 1 more beats in, and we are at 40 life. Let's see if we can actually pull that shit off. Probably not if he plays this. And does that. Just use up all your mana. I don't want you to have any mana, because that might be a concern. Come on. Come on now. That's good. Sadly, I don't have anything to make him swift. I knew it. Fucking knew it. Should I make a Soul Raven? Nah. Found something. I can kind of see a pattern with this deck and in Still Life and all of that. So let's see. Does he go for life or for card or for Might Emblems? He goes for life. Alright. Puts Stupefy on him, I guess, so he can't... so I can't buff him. Well, nerf buff him, technically. It's just a race to see who gets to 40 life faster and more boring. But I think his method is more boring. Yeah, maybe I should have made a Soul Raven. It wouldn't have been too bad now. Okay, that's sweet. With Scatterdoors, you know? It sucks. Oh well. Should have done that. Or did he? No, I didn't Stupefy it, so I should have... yeah. Misplay! Misplay. Let's see. Block with him, so I only get 1 life, or just do it... I'm not even surprised anymore. It's annoying. And with Instill Life, that's actually pretty interesting. With Instill Life, with this guy, and I don't know, all the other spells, he always manages to get the spells from the graveyard back onto the into his hand. It's kind of interesting, actually. Should have went with Scatterdoors, though. Not sure if I managed to get that next turn. Gonna have to see. If we can make something then. Goes with the Might Emblem. Just end your turn, because I'm not sure whether or not I should actually block that. If you would just like run one of these guys into him, maybe that would have been the wisest decision that he could do. Because I could just run him into him next turn to get 4 life, but he probably would block. Alright. Just gonna try to get some beats in then, before Holy Radiance goes off. That's still still a 2-4. Isn't that 2 life? Victory! Oh my god, that was annoying! Annoying is what that was. Holy shit, but I think that maybe that was interesting to watch, because, you know, you could never tell who actually wins at the end. Holy shit, dude, play another deck, because that is just freaking annoying. So good job. Oh my god, 1003 is our rating. We are up at rank 413 with vampires. That's how it's supposed to be. Well, finding a game right away again. Game number 2 against Donef. I hate angels. There's one thing you might not know about... By the way, there's a Lord Karthus again. If there's one thing you might not know about me, then it's I fucking hate angels. Blech. And what is up with everyone... I'm gonna keep that. What's up with everyone playing, like, Order today? Ah, well. I also played against Nature today, but ranked-wise, it seems to be like the new black suits everyone or something. So I can't play you yet, so gonna go back into the line. Gonna make it like this. Because I love that card. That's why it's shiny. This one is shiny. This is how you do it. And there is the... Oh, okay. Thought it's gonna be a Holy Radiance or something, but apparently not. I could sack one of these, by the way, to the Bloodborne Prince. Because, you know, if you sacrifice one to him, he gets a Might Emblem, and you don't have to pay mana or anything. You can do that for free, as you can see. Yeah. Gonna get mana with her, then I'm gonna get a Shrine, get mana, play the Bloodborne Prince, sack it. And we have Vampirism on our hand as well. Could also play Bloodseeking Mutant or a blocker with Vampiric Ashes. There's so many possibilities. Just no limits. Prinha! That's a good hand. It's a really good hand. Barely. Nice. Bloodborne Prince. And next turn I think I'm gonna go Vampirism. Because it's vampires. How many angels do you need again? I think it was... I think he has that card in... That shrine card in his deck where it's... I think it was if you have 3 angels you win. I think he has that. Wouldn't make sense if we wouldn't. But the good thing is we have Helm of Dominion, so if he plays Entriel or anything like that, we can just snatch it out of his hand. And there is one Helm of... Thought he was gonna use that to get rid of a spell, but it's okay. Just delays us a little bit, but not by a whole lot. Gonna get rid of one. There we go. Assassinate would have also been good. Just do that. I have more than enough. I forgot to attack. There goes the Soul Raven. But yeah, like the free mana dispenser that we have right here with the Moon Priestess is just sweet. It's a good card to have if you run Dominion. So kind of a slow start for him, or he just ramps up a little bit before he gets to the big cards. He keeps 3 mana. We gotta keep in mind that he has this has a deck that has, well, there we go, that has the ability to run Ray of Righteousness, so we gotta be careful around that. We don't have mana for that. Even if I would use her, so I'm gonna keep that. It's good. And we have Helm of Dominion next turn. Sweet. But so far that's 3 mana and 2 order levels, so I don't think there's anything that he can actually do with that so far. Nothing that's threatening. Well, there would be one angel actually. Let me get that. She likes it better on this side of the board, I'm pretty sure. Actually sacrifice this. There we go. Because that makes more sense. Swing it over. That's what I mean, you know, I was never like, I was never hype for Bloodborne Prince because I just ran him sometimes and I felt like he doesn't really do anything and he doesn't really contribute much, but in this deck, yeah, kind of works. Kind of works. Yeah, there we go. Called it. Let's see. Thinking about running Prinha. Yeah, just do it. Just do it! It's good. So she delays us a little bit. She might run another Ray. But we have another Vampirism. We have Karthus that we can potentially play next turn. Or a Blood-Seeking Mutant if we have to shrink something that he plays in order to kill it. But yeah, the problem is if we give him too much playtime, then he might actually win. What did he do it? Okay. Used it to draw a card. Okay. There's another Bloodborne Prince. Alright. Okay. Why can't I... yeah, I wanted to get rid of this, but I forgot this. Ah, well. Not too big of a threat. He might block. Probably. Or he doesn't. Okay. It could mean that he has something in hand that I don't condone. Let's see. Yeah, problem against Angels. Assassinate doesn't really do anything because Angels have more than 2 attack usually. Now it's getting scary. Because remember, when he has his shrine ability, he only needs 3. And I think he needs 4 levels? 2 order and 2 random, I think it was. Holy shit, that thing is getting buff. Good thing is he still can block Prinha. Well, you know, he's life bound, so sure. Give me that life, yo. Up to 34, that's how it goes. That's how it goes, buddy. Oh, fuck. Not so far for that. At least I can play Prinha. Kill this little bird right there. Or, I was gonna say, or Karthus, but, yeah. Doesn't do much. Can't play it under... Can't play it under him, sadly. Sucks. So wait, we're down to 2 mana. If I use vampirism... He can't attack into Prinha. Still want to get this guy out first, though. Get a bird. Can use her mana, but wouldn't do much, so yeah. Probably should have waited until I make actually damage before I summon a bird, but might as well get it out right away, right? I could picture him killing the blood-seeking mutant. Wasn't that? Ah, yeah, he needs... I forgot that he needs priest for that in order to trigger. Wasn't that if 3 or more attack, he just kills this and everything gets destroyed, yeah. Well, yeah, that was a waste of 2 hit points, definitely. Runs it into them. That's 4 health for us. Pretty sure we can kill this, though. Ah, yeah, there goes 1 priest. That sucks. Let's see. Wanted Karthus. Play another one of these. Good thing is he can't play the shrine. And, yeah, okay. I can't win through Lifebound now, though. And he established some board presence now. Thankfully he didn't hit an angel there. Yeah, he gets some beats in, so I can't win through Lifebound, I guess. At 5 damage though, it sucks. But at least I get rid of one of these. There we go. Let's see. It's not good enough. Shrink this. Alright, good. Got some board presence back, but not particular one that would be too scary or anything. It's 9 mana and 3 order levels. Angels might win late game, we'll see. But he had the right cards to deal with the early aggression that we sorta had up against him. Unless he runs this into this, no. No. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, dude. Come on. Dude, do that. I just want to get rid of this, but... because this has Lifebound, you know? Gotta get rid of that. Kinda hurts, because now a little bit of a threat is gone to deal with that. Okay. That opens the whole new possibility. Let's see. Let's see what he does. He can't block Prin, huh? Yeah, now I don't feel bad about Cataclysm. Thank you for making my decision easier. Boom goes that dynamite! That feels good. Back to square one, basically. That 10 mana, though. That's ridiculous. And he doesn't hit an angel. Nice. Nice, nice. And we can deal with this right away. What is life? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Yeah, that looks familiar. Right. And another vampirism? Alright. Alright. That's 3 vampirisms for you. I don't even. So we are able to make 5 damage. Me like. Oh, he can deal with one of this, right? Yeah. Is that a spell? That's a spell. And that's entry L. Helm, please? Helm? Cataclysm Helm? Something like that? Would be awesome at this point. Really? Why can't I kill this? I would love to kill this, but let's just kill this then. No problem. Yes! Woo! I can feel it. Buff it again. Run it into him. Give me your entry L, boy. Give it to me. Yes, give it to me, baby. Yeah! Woo! Dealt with a threat. Fuck. That kills him, damn it. It's a 7 damage Karthus, though. Pretty cool if you think about it. How many... I think I had 2 Cataclysms in there? I think. So the problem is every time he does damage, he can kill a spell. Was that every time? Deals combat damage to a hero, yes. Yes. Shrink him. The Soul Raven can block him, so... no point. So we can deal with 1 vampirism now. Because there's probably more than just 1 entry L in there, in his deck. Fuck. Don't take away my toys. Come on. Yes, boy. Yes. Okay, let's see. Nice! Okay. Good. Victory! This deck is awesome! Yes! This is honestly awesome. We are ranked 371! Yes! Vampires for the fucking win! Oh my god! This is just awesome. That's worth a screenshot. This is just amazing. This is just amazing. I fucking love this. Ranked 1021. 1021. Vampires, dude. Vampires. Whew. I think those... that was 2 games. Do you think that's enough? I think that's enough for now, because those games were really dragging on. But yeah, you know, sometimes it's just what you gotta do. Now we are in the top 400, and I think this deck is unbeaten so far whenever I play this. I played it 3 times in friendly matches, won all 3 of those. Now I played it twice in ranked and won both of those as well. So yeah, just, you know, if you want some wins in Spellweaver, just play this deck, play vampires. It's awesome. it's just awesome. It's just ridiculous. Because the thing is, it's basically just like her heal million, technically, because you do damage, because the creatures that you play actually do damage, and you can buff them with vampirism. And even if you don't deal damage to them, you still have Lifebound, and your creatures are just buff when you have 1 or even 2 or even 4 or 3 vampirisms out there. So you saw it in the first game when he was forced to block, and he blocked with a 2/2 that was, and we just needed 2 life in order to win. And you just overall have just good board presence and good control, because, you know, also he played Entriel, and what do we have against Entriel? Just if we take a quick look in the deck, spell-wise we have, of course, Cataclysm. We have Helm of the Minion, basically, and we have Lord Karthus, who can deal with aggression. We have Otriska, who didn't see any play right here, but we also have him to deal with big things. We can shrink enemy creatures with him. Did I draw him? I think I draw him once, but was like draw again. Sack creatures to make him bigger. We can deal with anything with Prinha. Yeah, I think we also could have played around to Antriel. Would also been a thing. Then we have Shadowstep Assassin, you know, who actually was a pretty good play against in the last game. Before we hit Cataclysm, obviously. Then we have Moon Priestess that just can buff us early game, where we can put out creatures really early on. Scatterdoor's Bidding, obviously, to get life back. So, yeah, I think this deck is legit. So, you know, try it out for yourself. You heard it here first. Vampires are OP. It's awesome. So, devs, please don't fix that. Don't touch vampirism. It's awesome. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Spellweaver Ranked. Was supposed to be a free roll. Maybe we would have steamrolled, who knows, but yeah, that was today's episode of Spellweaver Ranked. If you happen to try this deck for yourself, try it out with Despina, and if you do, put a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think is better. Because, you know, with Coronas, the thing is we have Lifebound, so we can get the life back, so we can summon Soul Ravens with ease. But maybe Despina would be a little bit better. Not too sure. Because, you know, they also worked with Banshee heal combo. I think it could also work with this. Maybe a little bit better than Coronas, but who am I to say? Because, you know, today, we won. I won 5 games overall today, and that deck is unbeaten so far. So, yeah, try it out for yourself. And, yeah, I'll see you in the next Spellweaver Ranked episode, which has a high chance to be vampires again. So, yeah, see you in the next episode.